Hello, my name is Beatrice Ressa, and I have been teaching for quite some time, about 25 years. 20 of those were credentialed years, and I am very blessed to be able to say that my job is actually fun, and I really look forward to waking up every morning to go see my students. A high school teacher recommended that whatever career you get into, make sure it's something that is worth waking up to do. And I got it. At first, I thought I was going to be a communications major and get to work on the background sets of children's shows like Barney. But it took some realization that, that kind of field is pretty competitive. And I am still able to work with children and make education fun. I love the opportunity to be able to help children grow academically, socially, and emotionally every single day. After completing the Disposition self-assessment, I found that many of my strongest beliefs match the type of educator that I strive to be. I strongly agree that all students can learn and deserve high realistic expectations. I also strongly agree that it is important to recognize and respond to each student's individual learning needs while embracing the diversity that they bring into the classroom. As a kindergarten teacher, I see every day that no two students learn the same way in every area. My goal is to meet students where they are and help them grow with patience, encouragement, and compassion. I also strongly agree that reflection is an important part of becoming a better educator. I believe that every lesson, whether it goes well or not, is an opportunity to learn and improve. In fact, I've adopted that motto into my classroom, where mistakes help us learn, especially since we're in kindergarten. My students have this call and response thing that we do, and it's pretty neat to hear, like, hey, mistakes are okay. I also believe that students learn just as much from our actions as they do from our lessons. When we treat others with respect and kindness and honesty, we teach those examples. We teach those values by examples. While I was encouraged by my results, I also recognized areas where I can continue to grow, which is great because I'm a big believer in being a lifelong learner. I agreed, rather than strongly agreed, with statements about promoting social justice and equity, encouraging curiosity and inquiry, servant leadership, and demonstrating professional warmth and support. I want to become more intentional about encouraging student curiosity through inquiry-based learning, and finding more opportunities to serve my school community, especially since I've only been in this part of town for about 2 years. It is much more diversified than the area I previously taught, and I am excited to learn more about the cultures of the students and how to make them feel seen and know their worth in this environment. I also want to continue to build strong relationships with families, students, and colleagues so that they also feel supported and valued. To me, a professional educator is someone who demonstrates integrity, treats everyone with fairness and respect, and is committed to lifelong learning. Professional educators reflect on their teaching, collaborate with others, they make ethical decisions, and for the most part, place students' needs in the center of their work. This can be hard. I know it is challenging, but it's great to have goals and to strive for this. Their thinking and actions are guided by professional standards. In my case, it's the California standards for the teaching profession, which emphasize engaging all students, creating effective learning environments, assessing student learning, collaborating with families and colleagues, and continually growing as educators. As I continue to work towards my master's degree in curriculum and instruction, I hope to strengthen these dispositions and become an even more effective teacher. I believe the best educators never stop learning, as I mentioned before, being a lifelong learner. And I look forward to growing both personally and professionally through this program. I truly love what I do. I thank God for this opportunity, and thank you for taking the time to listen.